We have the start of the outline here. We had this outline that we rendered from the test cut. Let me turn all these off here. So this is the test cut vector. And I had a bit of an issue with I know I had put the curve to keep this, drag this down, to keep this angle right here more flat, just like this. I wanted more gradual. I don't like it. So I decided I wanted to pull in the original drawing. So let me actually, I'm going to delete that. And then I'm going to show, I pulled this in, but let me show doing that. So import bitmap. I think this is the one. Yeah, okay. So now I just need to make sure that this top part aligns with that. Not very well centered. And then I need to make sure that this bottom line right here of my drawing gets down to the bottom line. So right about there. Let's see here, bitmap layer. Trying to remember how to change the opacity. Okay. That should be fine. All right, that line's all right. Oops, I messed it up. Not doing a very good job. Let me just use my keyboard here. That's close. Now you can see I was actually pretty far off with these lines. It does look like that this curve here started after the curve, so I'll probably adjust that. Or I don't know, maybe I'm okay with it being right there. I might be okay with it. This is just a rough sketch, obviously, so I don't care too much about it. And that was reasonably close. Okay, I do care about this top part though, so let me, I'm going to change this. So that one I'll delete. This will go into node view or node edit, and I'll take these angles down. Okay, I think that matches the curve a little bit better. Okay, let me turn the bitmap layer off. Okay, get out of node mode. Oops, meant to hold shift. There we go. Don't want to see that anymore. Okay. Now I will. Okay, so the test cut is empty. Means I want to make sure that I can take this. Okay, I want the bottom, that piece, that vector, and that vector. Okay, so that gives me all the way around. And I will copy these, paste them, and then move to test cut. I don't know why the bitmap keeps showing up, but I don't like that. Okay, now I'm going to cut this bottom piece out. Okay, the bitmap's getting really annoying, so I'm just going to get it out of the way here. Oh, that's why it's doing it, because I had vectors in the bitmap layer that I didn't realize. Oh well, whatever. Oh, well, I know what I was doing. Undo, undo. Did I just mess everything up? Okay, I had the bitmap layer as the active layer. I don't want that. Don't want to see bitmap. We'll see if that was true. Come on. I want that. I want that. I want that. Move layer. Test cut. Okay. And I want to make sure I don't see it as I'm moving them. So I can see that these vectors are separate. Okay, now I want this. What is this? Okay, that I want to move to test cut. Now I should just have the alignment. Okay, and then if I have no alignment visible, good. Okay, now I want to just see test cut, and I want it to be active, the bolded. Okay, we're good there. All right, so I'm going to cut, and now since I have this test cut layer active, when I cut it, it's going to keep it on this layer, not push to the bitmap layer. Okay, now I think all of those are good. Now let me try. Oops, didn't want to do that. I was trying to scroll down here. Stop it. Oh, I see it's going on. All right, calculate that. Yes, I know it'll go through. That's the point. Reset, preview all. All right. And I don't 100% remember what the other looked like, but I do feel like it's a little bit better. Cool. Yeah, I'm gonna go with it. This looks a little bit bulgy. But I'm gonna stick with it. All right, I don't want to see test cut. Actually, I do, and I'm just gonna delete all this stuff. And then I want to see all that, but not test cut layer, and I want this layer to be active. Okay, now what I want to do is see. So this line it wanders out a bit, but I'm not going to stick myself too close to I'm not going to force myself to stay too close to the sketch. I'm going to make sure that I've got freedom to play around. Okay. So I've got this piece, I've got this piece. Now what I want to do is I want to make sure we have the top layers. So if I'm thinking through, I have this, let me actually just pull this open so I can walk. Come on, I wanted to pull it open and keep it. There we go. If I'm looking at a cross profile or cross section, so we'll say got the cross section here, and it was 1.25, and then 4. I think is it 4? What's my material height? 3.5. Okay, I'm just gonna change to 3.5. Okay, so if I'm taking this and rotating it to cross this axis and get a side profile, what I want to think through is the different levels that this will be. So this will be the outermost level, this rim around here, and then I'll pocket in here. And I don't know if I'll pocket in here the same depth as this one, maybe. But this is the outermost level, and then this obviously is the same, and then this in here, it will be the same plane as this. So these pieces here will be, let me just copy, paste this, move it over. Oh, come on. And I don't know, how deep do I want to cut it? Probably not very deep at all. I'm doing decimals wrong. 65.065, 1/16 of an inch. Ah, that was the wrong way. Okay. Okay, so if I have that is this thick, yeah, I kind of like that. Although, what have I done here? Oh, 0.625. Mm-hmm. And I want to... There. Now that bottom line is the same as this bottom line. And this will all be cut out, so there will be nothing under here. All right, so this is going to stick out. It's going to be the topmost. That's the layer I care about right here. And then these pieces here will be exactly the same. So I'm going to take this because this would be the side profile. And I'm going to move it over to the side. And I am going to change its depth to 0.0625. Okay. And it will go down. Oh, and I need to move it into out of the alignment and into layer 1. Okay. And actually, I'm going to move all of these layers. New layer, side profile, and I'm going to make that orange. Okay. So this is going to be here. This is the outermost layer. That means that from here up, technically, this is going to cut down here. This layer right here will be one layer in. So if I were to take this, copy, paste, and I'm going to delete that. I'm going to delete that. And I'm going to cut. Make sure my side profile is the active one. Okay, there we go. And I don't actually want that. No, I do. Oh, that's funny and actually kind of annoying that I did that. I wanted this to be a separate. Let me undo that. Move that out one. Copy, paste. Delete. No, don't want to zoom since I've moved things over like that. Delete. Delete. Okay. Now, no, don't want to measure. I want to cut. Close that. Close that. Okay, now. So, now I have this layer here, and technically this depth right here is also this same depth. So technically, if I'm looking at a side view, I wouldn't see this line right here, because that would all be one piece of wood. All of this will be pocketed out. Okay, so now my question is, I want to do this piece, and I want to do this piece so that I can make this first pocket cut out. These holes will go all the way through, so I can get sound through that and sound through those 4 panels. So the next thing I want to cut out is I need I need to be able to cut out this pocket in here and this main pocket right here. All that needs to come out. So I need the vectors to be able to cut all of this out. All right, so that's the next thing I'm going to work on. All right, and I'll actually start. I didn't realize I had so much explanation that I'll do another video.